since everybody is now on Dreams, I thought I will just stream irregularly while people are online to get some plays with my game. I still can't fix this thing. I don't know why MM has made it so that I can't change this. So I choose the new thing and I press OK, nothing happens. They said they're looking into it to fix it, so we'll see. So okay, so this is my well-loved possession game, which in some ways wasn't well-loved. So I've made a new update, and the update is a whole new refresh. The Holocores are now towers, 75 Holobits collectibles, which I copied from Possession 3 back to Possession. And I added the Possession 3 tutorials, and I've got a new radar and following system, and I've added some stickers in the corridor sections because that was quite confusing. People didn't know where to go always. So I've kind of added that. So here we go. This is the Possession game. So the little robots are waking up. And just so that people who are watching, who aren't watching, there's nobody watching, but I made this game shortly after the announcement of the PlayStation 5 because the controller and the console was all white. I love the white look against the PlayStation buttons. So literally their heads are inspired sort of design with a bit of translucency on them. They look like wax plastic because you can see sort of the shadow casting through them and the light going through their little wax bodies. They're kind of like supposed to be the buttons of the PlayStation controller as well. So that was the inspiration. So now in this game, there are 2 collectibles now. There used to be only one. This is the original, but because I changed the second collectible, which is a lot more of them, I decided to change this into kind of like a tower, which looks like the rest of the world. And when you approach it, you kind of hack it, and then there's these 12 towers that you can, or 13 towers, sorry, that you can get. I love 13. That's never unlucky for me. So. Now this is the new collectible. So I just wanted to also get the collectible at the bottom here. So don't worry about if you don't know how to switch. There is an instruction that tells you later how to do it. This is like, oh, I missed one, and then you realize that there was an underground here. So. See, now I've got both. I sucked at level design. This was my first game, really. With a character. So the concept here is that if one of the puppets die, they all die. Even if just one falls, they all respawn at the checkpoint. So you can't make one die at a time. So you can't make them cross bridges like that or gaps. You have to like do a wide. You have to like go around like this. So in the beginning you only have X, so you can collect these no problem. And then you see there's different color ones, and then you're like, how do I switch? So this is why the game is called Possession, because Media Molecule used the word possession to inhabit the puppet. And then basically you can switch possession by holding L1 and switching to the other puppets. So you can do the collectible as well as the switch. And when you've done them all, the little UI goes away. You can toggle the menu on, which just shows you how many puzzles you've completed, your timer, and how many Holobits and Holocor Towers you've hacked. Well, air quotes, hack. So now this mode of follow is completely new to the position game. I brought this only in the third game. I even improved this visual here so that it's like a pulsing inward circle. So it kind of makes it look like they're coming towards me. I'm calling them the whole time. So you're sending out like a broadcast almost. And then what I did was I added a little radar over here, which shows you sort of with a little thing where every of your puppets are around you. So you can turn follow on and off. I just want to get rid of this tutorial. So now it's on, and when it's off, you can actually go anywhere you like. This was not like this in the original game. You had to control where the puppets were going to go. That just caused so much frustration. I don't even know how I thought it was a fun game. But people loved it. I don't know why. Maybe because it was frustrating. So now here you're supposed to go. In the original game, you can leave the follow on, because as long as you switch characters and they follow one another, the one that's on the button does not follow you. It gets locked. So if you here, you can switch position, no problem. Now it's very useful in certain puzzle areas to be able to turn this off. So the idea is it forms like a diamond. So you can't continue without this puppet here, and you can't continue without the green puppet, because this creates the second pathway. So now I can get rid of the first pathway, which is the one where this one is. So once you get rid of that, you block yourself off there, but you've got this route all the way back. This took me a whole day to figure out how I'm going to do this first puzzle. And now you can keep the follow on, because as long as you arrive here, you can just switch to the new puppet. And then that's it. Now you can get here. Same story. I actually created a really nice camera movement system, which I didn't even think of doing at the time. There we go. First door. Done. That was just like a little quick win so that you've done the tutorial. So that's basically the light for the tutorial. You've finished the tutorial section coming up here. This was extremely frustrating without the follow on. So I'll try and use the follow as much as possible. So obviously if you've got a button, you must switch to other puppets. So let's switch to the circle. But it really helps to have the follow off here. And then you can go through to there. And then this now opens the second pathway for the other puppets to go. So now it's just a question of figuring out who has to move next. So I'm going to turn the follow off now. So see, now it's really nice. Oh, you see? Almost got caught there. So you try to keep moving forward as long as you can. See, now you don't fall to your death. You can leave puppets halfway in the middle of a gap. So I guess I can go here. What did that do? So that creates that pathway. And the circle creates this pathway, or the circle creates this pathway. So now you have a pathway for the magenta one to go to this button. What is that going to do? Aha! You see, now you can get the green one to go to the blue one. And then when you move off here, you've got the path for them to come here. So let's bring them both to the red one. I mean, this one to the red one. This is great, so that you can now run around without killing yourself or having to remember what you've got to do. So, okay, so let's see. How are we going to do this now? How do you get that triangle to come this way? Probably one of these buttons that I just skipped off of. See, it's not this one. So either the triangle. So no, it's not the triangle. It's probably this square. Is it the square one? Is it the X? That creates that path. And now you got to get the triangle to come here. I think the square needs to be somewhere. Let's just bring the X back. I think the idea is that you have to bring the triangle all the way through. And you've got to figure out how to connect them up so that the triangle can go through to the other side. So it's not this one. So that definitely makes a connection to triangle. So now, oh, this makes the connection. So first you bring triangle here to the red one, and now it turns with the red one to the new position, and you can get the triangle one to come through. Once the triangle one comes through, it opens up the second pathway, so you no longer need to keep this one on there. So we can bring square back. Wait, first I have to bring this one can go to here, and then this one can go to here, this one can go to here. So now they're all going in the same direction. And once they're kind of in a straight line, you can turn your follow on again. So just be very careful when those things move. And also like overshoot a little bit. So let's first trigger the lock. There we go. Now we need the red one. The animation for that is just so cool. You turn follow off, go downstairs. There's another hack terminal. Follow back on. Now you can run. Sometimes they slide here, which is really cool. Not always. I don't know why. I could have made this more slippery and then they would have slid. There's another core over here. Let me turn the follow off. As long as you trigger the checkpoint, then you can die. Now it's just a question of figuring out this puzzle. I know the puzzle already, so I'm just going to quickly do it. You have to open the pathway to the other side. I love this music I wrote for this. It's so soothing and calming. So I have to remember which one is it. I think you have to go to the triangle, so you need to go like this. And then you need the pathway from red onwards. So that's the pathway you need, but you can't get on it, so you gotta just keep going until 2 sections off. See, now it creates a very long zigzag path, and now you've done. It's not that hard. Come on, people. Ah! To start over. Okay, well, don't run off the edge. My hand is getting so tired from doing this. I've been working on it earlier, controller. We needed to cover 2 positions. Yes, there we go. Now we need to get out of red. So you can get to green. And now we need to create this long zigzag path. Not yet. Not yet. I think this is fine because then there's another circle route that'll then unlock this for you. Another green one has to be here and there, so let's go back. I just did it, I don't know what I'm doing. Let me turn this off. I think that one's also fine. Damn. This is the one we need. So you can access the green and you can access the red. So let's put the follow on. Let's get the hell out of here. Just be careful. Watch these corners. Don't let them cut. Like the rally people say, don't cut. And the last one. And now, of course, there's a little secret over here. I think it's this one. Yep. Now you can turn the follow back on because it's just a straight white brick road, not yellow. And now this first section is completely done. Door open. So I can't get through there because the shield blocks me. going to move it away a little bit. So I'll leave this one by the store. I've also added these nice arrows, which kind of like help you a little bit. Kind of tell you where to go, what you should be doing. So I'll turn the follow off. And then we need to go to the circle. Let's get closer here. Oops, I'm going in the wrong direction. So there's like a little hint that you don't waste your time going through all the corridors trying to figure out what to do. So now you got to figure out which button controls which color door, because the color of the door doesn't match the button. The color of the door tells you what shield is blocked, which one you can't go through. So one of the buttons is controlling the blue one. So now we can get the blue one to its blue station. So if we go here, this magenta, circle, and triangle. Triangle will control the blue door. So on the other side, the blue door reactivated. Yes. So now the blue one's trapped inside. So for me to get through here, I need this color door removed. But it's not mine because mine controls the blue one. So see, this controls that one. So now this one can get in here. And now probably the circle's gone. Yes. And now circle, you know your time isn't wasted because I've got the little collectible as well as this one. This one has an extra tower over here, so I'm presuming we can use the tower. Since we can both get through this now. Now you can turn follow back on. To get them both to the tower over here. But let's first get the tower that's there by red. So you can't take red off. You first have to get them standing on here. This is why you had to do it in the original game to prevent them from moving. Now you can get circle to remove. And you can go join your friends behind the green wall. First lockdown. Okay, so now I've got to go put red back. You have to reverse it now to get out of here. So now green can get out here. To get blue out, I need to put green on this button over here. So you kind of like have a pen and paper and just kind of write down which one opens which door. So these two can go over here. Okay, so blue has to be beyond this door here. So let's just move them all the way to outside. So now this is where the radar system comes in handy. Now you can see blue's your beacon point where you need to exit. So you can see on your radar where blue is. And now you also know where the other two are. So you know red's going to be on that side. And so now this can go back up because X is already on the other side, so you don't need to waste your time on this one now. This one can also leave. So only X had to be actually on the other side. Cool. So now you've just got to figure out which one you got to remove here. So in order for red to leave, the red one has to be gone. See, so now it gets tricky because you have to do everything in reverse. This wasn't the order that I did it originally, so you need something to remove the circle, and it's this one here. So you got to bring X back and take triangle back again. So if you remember how you did it in the beginning in the order, you can just reverse it. So let's put them all back. Okay, so now we got to bring the far ones in. So let me reverse this. Now this will open the magenta one. So if I look in reverse, yes. So now the magenta one will remove the circle. So now circle can go. Yes. Circle is now beyond the magenta. So now this controls X. So X was for magenta. Magenta was for circle. So now we can get magenta out because the circle is already here. So now these two are safe because the magenta tower was here and the circle one is there. So it's no longer on. Now I can remove square, which is that magenta beam over there. And now the only one that's got a barrier still is X. So we just got to make sure this one is on the other side of this barrier when you remove green. So if you look back with X, you'll see the barriers on now. So now we can take them all. Now I can actually put follow back on and leave. Yes. And X will come towards you, it's fine. We'll be faster than it's able to run towards us. So there we go. Doo! Now let's do the second one. So this first part is very confusing here. I don't even know if I remember how to do this now. So now X needs to go here and you can't get it here. Green you can't get through. So it looks like there's two sets of doors. You need to get them all this side of these barriers. So they're all blocked. So you've got 3 barriers to remove. You've got to remove square, and then you've got to remove X, and then you've got to remove triangle. So circle is the only one that can actually go through all 3 barriers. So usually circle is last, because you can let circle stand at the very end. Okay, so let's figure out which shield or which button opens which shield. So Where is magenta? That's red. Magenta is on this side, I believe. Somewhere here. It's on the other side, I think. Here on this side. I never went left. Yes, I didn't go left here. This is the one that's open without any barrier. So there's also an extra tower here, I believe. Yes, a green one. So now you got to figure out which one is broken. I made them all stand with their thing. So square doesn't do green. Square doesn't do red. Because there is no red there. Let's just see, where was the red? The red was here somewhere. It was on this side. So if we can get to red now, yes. That means I'm not sure now what I did. So square. Okay, let me just go square button controls the red barrier. Okay, so now I can access the red barrier. This is the one that has to remain until the end because it can go through all the barriers. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so then it's green. So the circle button controls green. My shield. Okay, so now green should be able to find its button. I put X by the see if I can find. Yes, see, this is why these are helpful, because this tells you where to go for green. And then green button releases X, which is blue. Which means the X button releases the magenta shield. This is puzzle 7. Okay. Now I can go and stand on my button. So now there's no magenta. So now the magenta one controlled the red shield. So there is no red shield on the exit, which means I can let go of magenta. I must come here for this green one. And then I've got the arrows to help you point in the right directions. So now they're all down. And this is where you have to go. So I'll make my little man stand over here, my little bot. Let's turn the follow off for now. Okay, so it's magenta, blue, and green shields. Green shields. Okay. So I need to get through the magenta, blue, and green shields. So if I want to destroy the green shield, I need to get off the circle button. But I need the red so that's the last shield I need to get through. So I need to get the green puppet, the blue puppet, and the magenta puppet through. Because the circle one can go through. Magenta one, I've already got. Oh, so I'll do it in the order of the doors. Blue is next. Blue can get off, and the magenta shield will disappear. Magenta's already there, so magenta shield. Blue's next, so blue can get off its shield. Yep. Blue's next. Then can get through the blue shield. So now the next one is green. Will trigger the blue to go through, yeah, because I've already got the blue through. And then circle is last. So it's not so difficult once you've put it on paper and figured out like where to go. But the green one, I need to come here to do the tower somewhere. There's an extra tower. I should be able to go through everywhere. I think it's on the other side. Yes, on the magenta. It's this side. It goes around the corner here. There we go. Perfect. Cool. And you can do that one on the way out. So I first to do the so it's magenta puppet, then the X puppet, then the triangle puppet, and then last the circle puppet. Okay, so now we can leave here. Now we've got 3 puppets, and now the circle puppet can go through because it doesn't have any shield. We're just looking for the black exit sign. I think I'm screwing it up now. There we go. Now this one can run through all 3 shields. There we go. Done. So the red one can't get here because it's blocked by the shield. The green one can't get here because it's blocked by the shield. The magenta one can't get here because it's blocked by the shield. I can't go any further because I'm blocked by the shield, but here's my button. So obviously some of you will be able to go in now. Circle can go into the circle button. Green can go to the green button. This one can go to this button. And now that opened up X's door. So this is now the new function you don't know anything about, fuse, which brings all the puppets here in one swoop. So what's happening? Those doors are flipping, so X can't go through. So you'll need to kind of bring X to there, in between the doors, and then flip X. So X is kind of like on the other side. I don't know which one I need here. You kind of have to figure it out. So square can't go through here. I'll probably need to move the circle to the next phase. Yep. There's a button here. So I'm not sure who to take where now. Well, obviously I need this one here. And I don't see the button. There's the X button. So X has got to go back. So I obviously screwed up here now. So X has got to go this side because it needs to go to the X button. Okay, so now in order to get past here, I first open up and then close it back again. And now X can get through to its button over here, which turns the orange, the green one. Green one lets you get through here. And then the green ones switch again. So you should be able to get the through here. Where's the button? There. Yes. This one lets Magenta out. Okay, so Magenta has to be on the other side. How do I get out here now? Does that turn both magentas? Yes. Yes, there we go. I need to go the other way. I need to run towards this symbol over here. There we go. Now Magenta can get through here. Because there's a Magenta button over here. And that moves the red one so the red one can get through. So have I got X here? Yes. So now the circle one is no longer needed here. This moves the circle one. Just goes here. I'm getting tired, so after this puzzle, I'm gonna do the checkpoint and then get out of here. So it's X. No, Magenta. There we go. So now circle can get through. Now I've got 3 through. Now I can just bring the triangle one back because X controls its triangle one all the way down. And then which way am I going? Okay, I need to go there, sorry. You have to have a memory of where you are. This new sticker stuff really helps me a lot, so I'm presuming it'll help everybody else as well. Just need to flip the corridor again. And we've got everybody here. And X needs to stand over here so the triangle can get through. Nope, I'm going in the wrong direction again. X needs to stand on here. Go X. So that triangle can get out here. So I need circle. In case you couldn't do it, there's a fuser. There we go. Okay, I'm going to stop here now. So that's 44 minutes, and I've got this puzzle is almost finished. I don't know, maybe I should just do this last part. Let's see how quickly I can do it, because this is quite tricky to do. So I've got to go... Now I've got these arrows at least, which helps a bit. So X can go all the way through. I can't remember the sequence now, so... You just need one of them to be able to get through. So now that puts a timer on. X needs to fuse. Now you need to know who's next. Triangle. Fuse, and then triangle, and then square. Triangle, square. Triangle, square, circle. So it's X. Oh, we can get the towers along. X can go all the way back to the fusing destination, can't it? That was triangle, I think. So it's X, X. Use them all here because you need them to trigger the switch over here. So it's X, triangle, square, circle, and then I guess it's another one. I don't know what that is. So it's X, fuse, square. No, triangle. Okay, I might as well go here again. It's X, triangle, square, circle. X. Just remember, it's fuse, triangle, fuse. Now square, fuse, circle, fuse, and then I think it's triangle again. I almost made it. Okay. Now you have to reverse. There should have been a teleporter taking you back to the beginning. But I guess I ran out of gameplay thermal or something. So, and also this new camera I developed for my new game. It's actually quite a cool. It's quite a cool thing, which could have solved a lot of this camera nonsense. Square, fuse, and then X. Fuse back to the beginning. The arrows really do help. Square, triangle, fuse, square, X. Triangle. Nope. It is triangle. Oh, I'm trying to go further. I have to go back. I have to go back, so it's X. Fuse. Yeah, I really do need to put a teleporter here to get you back here. So it's X, triangle, square, circle, triangle. X, fuse, triangle, run down the arrow, fuse, square, fuse, circle, and then triangle. Fuse, triangle. Now I've got to run. Damn it, I almost made it. I was getting a bit confused. So that's triangle, circle, fuse, square, fuse, triangle, fuse, square. Time is just a bit fast, that's all. So you don't care about the other puppets. Fuse, damn it, that was my end. You kind of have to. No, I'm not gonna make it. Okay, I'm at the beginning again. Square, fuse, triangle, fuse, square, fuse, circle, and then fuse triangle. Damn, I ran in the wrong direction. Ah! Just kind of kill yourself. Well, you can just restart. I don't have the restart here. I should actually have the restart. That's easier to do. So I'll implement the respawn, because that's nice to have. Square, fuse, triangle, fuse, square, fuse, circle, fuse, triangle, And now the arrow helps you to get direction. Yes! I'm through. And now I've got the fuse and they're all back here. So. There we go, checkpoint. We can just do this last part because it's really easy. And it's also fun now with these arrows telling you where to go. And then you have to switch puppets to do your collectible. And see, this is where you saw the collectibles and you couldn't get them. Let's do the teleport. Teleport them all. Circle, teleport. Triangle. Square. Teleport. And now that releases all the doors for all of them. Oh, I should actually have deactivated the buttons, then they'll all run to the middle. I can still do that. Oops. Running in the wrong direction. Come here. There we go. Open the door. And now there's a teleporter for everybody. And you're back to the door. I'm just going to trigger the checkpoint and then I'll do this puzzle tomorrow. I'm not in the mood now, so... I must have missed a few Holo Towers. No, I didn't. Did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so it's this one here. Oh no. Why am I falling? I think it's this one. Might as well die. Okay, that's it. So we'll come back tomorrow and play more of Possession. I don't think anybody was watching, so thanks for following, subscribing. I'll check you guys tomorrow again. Bye.